Hello people, welcome to joshieejay's speed tip number one. So yeah, I built all of these cars with obviously these parts here. You can see there's this is a kit bash pack. So all of these parts I just assembled together. I had a concept in mind of building cars, so I built 8 of these guys. Um, and so yeah, so I wanted to try and eliminate the amount of work I needed to do on them so I could just get to the stylization part. So this particular one I took, I grouped the object, I grouped the whole thing like this. So the other cars are, I'll show you now. The other cars are built in different parts, so you can check they're joined up with all of these different parts. Okay, I'll give an example for this one. So if I go to the first one that I did, I grouped it. You don't have to group it. Selected the object, and then I go to the material tab. Sorry, not the material tab. I go to the render tab, and I click on freestyle. Check that on, and I go under film here, and I click on transparency. So I turned transparency on and then freestyle on. What this is going to do is it's going to calculate the line work around all the different objects in Blender. So if I go here to render image, okay, so here we are. So you can see how it's calculated all of this line work for you. It's not perfect, but it's a good way to use workflow techniques. Then you can see the value change is different on the different parts. I didn't actually do this on purpose, but it worked out really well. So if you open up if you open up something else and you change the tonal value on these different individual parts like that, then when you export it, so then I exported it, and I'll show you what I came up with. So when you export it, you come up with something like this. So you can see it's very dark, but it's still something to work with. So then what I did was I took it into Photoshop and I adjusted. So I put each individual one here, and then I went to image, adjustments, brightness and contrast, and I just pumped the brightness way up to I'll show you. So that's where it was, and then I lifted it up to 150. And then the next thing that I did was I went command and clicked on this, and then I applied a gradient map over the top of each individual one to get a different color scheme. So now I can go in and just paint in and stylize straight away.